Hi there, it's Laura and family here from Get Organized HQ, and I would like to take you on a full organized home tour. We are getting ready to move, and by the time you see this video, we'll be out of this house and into our next one, so I thought this would be the perfect chance to share with you our entire home. So come on in with me, and the kids are probably going to help out on the tour as well. So this is our entryway. Right when you walk in, I love these shelves. You may recognize them from the Shelfie handbook and some of my chalk couture art that I love. And then as you come on in, I love this welcome to our home coat rack, especially for guests. They can hang their coats. And then as you come in, the first thing that you see with these nice double doors is my husband's office. He has been working from home since the pandemic, so he has an office here. This bed was only here for staging purposes. So typically it hasn't been in here, and we also had a spin bike in here that we moved to the garage just for while our home was being shown. This is our closet. I always love seeing inside closets. So this is all of mine and my husband's cycling stuff. I spin and he does some spinning and a lot of outdoor cycling, so he has all of his gear all organized right here. And here is the other side of the closet with just basically all of his cycling gear, and that's a little bit of office stuff as well. As you come out of the office, the door is right over there, and this is our One Thrive system that we love. We can put the mail here right when we come in. We can put masks down here, keep ourselves organized. And as you keep going, this is our bathroom. It has a pocket door, and this is the bathroom that the guests use. It is a full bath. Pretty basic toilet, sink, shower. We did put this rolling cart in here to give ourselves some storage as there was no storage. And because the kids' bedrooms and bathroom is upstairs, ours as well, I like them being able to brush their teeth. I actually have a toothbrush and toothpaste on this level and upstairs. So when they're ready to leave and go out the door, we can get their teeth brushed, hair fixed. I can put on a little makeup down here instead of having to go up and down the stairs for doing that. Then as we keep on going, I want to show you this cool little feature. This is under the stairs, and this is our under the stairs closet. It's just such a cute closet. It would be a perfect place for kids to hang out. I get asked sometimes if I have like a junk closet or a Monica closet, and this would be it. This is where, hey, if we don't know where it goes, we just throw it in there. So this is our junkiest closet by far. Yes. Then we have our dining room, just has dining table. And this over here was supposed to be a coat closet. But we converted it to be what I call our craft closet. I have a whole video on that I will link for you, how we converted this to a craft closet. This is the Container Store's Alpha system. We have craft supplies. And yeah, Timothy is telling you what we have in here. A lot of craft supplies, coloring, Play-Doh. That's right. So this at the dining room table is actually where we do a lot of our coloring, crafts, Play-Doh. There's a place for us all to sit down. So it just made sense for that stuff to be right next to us, and there wasn't anywhere else to store it here on the bottom level. Then you come into what I call our great room that has our kitchen, living, everything all together. This is the living room. You might recognize this shelf from the Shelfie handbook. In the Shelfie handbook, and for the original version of the handbook, all of it was shot right here. So we would move this shelf out, bring another one in. It was styled as a pantry in that book, but this is how we actually live with it every day. We have some decor. This is also storage, and we have a little bit of kids stuff. I like to have some stuff for them to do and play down here. So this is their stuff down here that they can play with. This is my favorite decor piece that we added. I just love these floating shelves and like the word home. I also love that it is well with my soul sign. We got it at an auction. As you move over here, this was designed to be an eat-in kitchen. So you could put a table here. I think they had one here before, but we just like the open space to run around. We don't need it. The dining room's over there. We have a couple of bar stools here, so it wasn't necessary. Bench over here. We just got back from a trip. So there's just a bunch of junk that I haven't dealt with yet. We also have a screened in back porch here, and it overlooks the retention pond. We love having a screened in porch. And then we come to the kitchen. We added this island ourselves. It just seemed to be screaming for an island. This was from IKEA. I love, love, love this. I can't even tell you how much I love it. The wide open space. Yes, we did add the top as well. It's just a cheap IKEA butcher block look. What I love about this island, so much storage, so much space to work, and the IKEA drawers are amazing. They make organizers that go in them perfectly, and this is a double-tiered drawer. So how much you can fit in here is incredible and still be really organized. And again, using their organizers that fit in completely. And then the bottom two drawers are just your normal standard drawers. So there's more space to put taller items in there. So that's the island. The cabinets, I absolutely love that the drawers are the soft close, as are the actual cabinet doors, which isn't something I even knew I wanted, but you just go like that. They'll close themselves softly. So I have loved that about this kitchen. Lots of counter space. I will definitely miss this island. Next we have our pantry. Timothy wants to show you. Down here we've added these bins for snacks. And then we have just the open shelving, which I love. It's so nice and versatile. We just put a whole bunch of multi-purpose bins here, and so no matter what we do, it always looks organized. Junk food, yes, we got some of that. So that's our pantry, and then as you keep on going, the island is right beside the camera, and then this is the mudroom that goes out to the garage. So as you can see, we put shoe storage, and these are like for gloves and hats and things. We put up some hooks for purses and coats, a hook at the kids level for their stuff. I love that it has a door on each side, so you could totally close this off if you want to, because let's face it, sometimes it gets to be a bit of a dumping ground. And then our garage out here. So typically until a couple days ago, we parked a couple cars out here, but for selling the house, we were kind of rearranging, packing, took some stuff out, moved the spin bike out here, so it kind of looks different than it typically did. One thing I want to point out is this garage doesn't have a lot of extra storage space once you get the two cars in here, but there was enough space easily to put these bins, so it's awesome garage storage that just gives you a lot of extra space. You can see what's in them. They stack nicely, and even if you don't have shelves, I really like these bins. They're also great if you're moving a pack in them because they're much sturdier than like boxes. One last, I don't know if you should call this a room down here. This is the HVAC and the water heater, but it had extra space. So we've put shelves for our cleaning stuff, toilet paper, paper goods, some extra kitchen appliances and things like that. And then we come to the steps. I love that these steps are extra wide for moving and just for everyday use. Two people can go up and down. That has been super nice, so I'll take you on upstairs. Here at the top of the stairs, this is the loft area. It's not super big. It's been different things over the years, including just absolutely nothing for a while. And we have landed on like a home learning area. And so these two carts have the kids' homeschool, home learning stuff. And we sit here and do that. While I don't love the look of these carts out here, it's actually super practical to have these, everything we need at our fingertips while we're doing our schoolwork. So this is what I've landed at for practical purposes. I can also wheel them into the laundry room when I get tired of looking at them. And the laundry room is right here. I'll point out it has a pocket door. And then as you come on in, obviously washer, dryer, a shelf up there for all sorts of laundry. We have some household like light bulbs, command strips, stuff like that in here. I love having a top level laundry room. Then these shelves we got specifically for a comparison video, and I'll put a link to that video if you're interested. And I just like them. I had nothing here, so I've got them here. It has some extra craft things that we do at that table out there, like some card making supplies, paper, things like that. I'll also point out over here a couple command strips for these dusters, and then these are with command stripped little clothespins for extra socks that don't have a mate, so you can see what you have, and if you get the mate, you can put them together. And then across over here is the Get Organized HQ headquarters, where all of the magic happens. There's a lot packed into this room. As you come in, you will see the work desk here. I've had this desk in multiple houses. It's from the Container Store's Alpha line, so it's mounted to the wall up there, and then we can take it with us when we move. Just maximizes space. You can change things up, like lower and shelves, remove shelves, all of that. And so this is kind of like the work area. And then as you come around this way, this is the famous shelf that started it all. This is what you see in the background of my photos and videos. And we show you how to recreate this in the Shelfie handbook. And yeah, this is really what started all of that. And then as you move around this way, you'll see the window over here. That's why I position the shelf where it is, so that we have natural light, and we film and photograph almost exclusively with natural light, which is finicky, but produces a better result. So that's why I loved the shelf being kind of opposite. So the camera stays right here in between those. This is what we call our fake desk, just for the purposes of filming. So I can sit at a desk when I film. This is on wheels, it moves around, so I love that about it, because we are often shifting it around. Sometimes we have multiple people working in here. This is the closet. I always love seeing in people's closets. So we have printer, chalk tour stuff, some organized paper. The Cricut and Silhouette machines are up top there. And then this Container Store cart holds a bunch of stuff for the Cricut and Silhouette, laminator, some other things like that. You'll see we have this for my rolls of Cricut materials. The camera, one of the cameras is in here, the other one is already out. And then there's some tripods over there that you can't see. So that is our closet. These are the letterboards that you'll see a lot on our Instagram, and I just store them literally on the wall. So that is basically our Get Organized HQ headquarters. By the time you watch this, we'll be at our new headquarters at my new home, which is a lot larger, gives us a lot more room to grow.
Mommy and Daddy's room time.
And we'll take you around to our room. This is a very nice large room. This is a king-size bed. I love these 3 windows over here. They're just overlooking a retention pond. It was an empty field. They've already put roads. They're going to construct houses pretty soon back there. So just nice, peaceful room. This is the second master closet. I think they just had a little extra room and decided to make it a closet. Just has some extra, like that's my wedding dress, some extra clothes that don't fit or I'm not sure about, some luggage, some lighting equipment for whenever we have to film with artificial light. This is our dresser, and this is the other area in the home that it's not really a junk closet, but I don't organize this super well. I just throw stuff in here, so you can see it looks a little bit junky. So this is another embarrassing junk area of the home. We don't actually put our clothes in here. They're all in our closet, so I rarely use this, and I just throw stuff in there. It will definitely have to be cleared out before the move. Yes. Okay. Next we come into our bathroom. I love how big it is. We have obviously shower, tub, double vanity. I'll go ahead and show you one of the things that I like in this vanity. Is these custom drawer organizers from Organize My Drawer. I had these made specifically for this. Like every single divider I designed myself, and they make it for you. I love, love, love this. I'll show you the bottom one. I will miss, I don't think they'll fit exactly in my new drawers. We'll see, but I love these so much. I also like how I organize under the sink with the Like It Works. I feel like those are perfect for under the sink, and you can still have room for like the pipes and things. Next, I'll show you, there is a linen closet in here. So one of the things I love about this house is how much storage it has. It just has a ridiculous amount of storage basically everywhere. So you won't run out of spaces to be able to organize your things. And then we'll move into the closet. And When we saw this house, which we did not do in person before we purchased it, but somebody was on FaceTime showing it to us, this is what sold me. As soon as they came in here, I was like, sold. This is the size of a bedroom. We came from a closet that was just a standard reach-in that was maybe 6 foot wide to this. So that felt amazing. I love how light and bright it is. Tons of hanging space. We don't even really need to maximize space in this closet. Like, you totally could add more shelves, but we just didn't need the space. So it's just very light and breathable. We already had these Elfa carts, so we just went ahead and put them down here so that we can have like all of our other clothes that don't hang. So all of our clothes are here, and so we just completely can get ready here in this closet. I can show you this side of the closet. One of the things I did here is to put these pretty command hooks to hang necklaces and things like that. When I hang them like this, I'm way more likely to wear them than if they're put away. My skirts, and then these are all of my tops in color order. I don't segregate by like long or short sleeves. They're just all in color order. This is actually some extra work stuff. We're just outgrowing my office with all the product reviews and things, so that's what's up there. And then I pointed this out in my closet video. I love having an inbox in the closet. So whenever like something new comes, I don't even put it away. I just throw it in there and organize when I have time. This jewelry organizer I absolutely love. I got that on Etsy, and it's just a fun way to display the jewelry that looks pretty. I also use this little tree from Amazon because I do have a lot of earrings. I love earrings, so I just ended up with quite a few of those. So that is the bedroom. Then coming out of the bedroom, we'll move into the kids' bathroom. Right before we get there, there is a little tiny linen closet here. I didn't do too much with it. I just didn't really need the space. So then the bathroom is your basic bathroom. It's not very big. Shower, toilet, vanity. Not too much to say about this. Then we'll move into Timothy's room. Go ahead and show us your room, Timothy. Here's Spider-Man blankie, rocking chair. All right, and then this is his closet. I love how big the kids' closets are. So I can hang all of his clothes. I didn't even need to pare down when he got hand-me-downs. I just hung them all up. There's space to have some of their toys, bigger, bulkier toys in here. He's putting his cars away. And then we have this piece of furniture from IKEA for his toys in here. And he has a nice open space to play. And then we'll move on into Savannah's room. She has a Betty's bed on her bed, so she just has to zip it up and it looks really nice. And then she has a little IKEA table and chairs. She has the shelf here. You might recognize some of this from the Shelfie handbook. I kind of reorganized it after we made that because I loved the way that looked. A lot of books, bigger toys. Her closet. Let's go ahead and show them her closet. So she basically has a little room for her dolls here. And this was a shoe organizer that we turned into storage for her dolls. These are all of her dresses. The rest of her clothes are in her dresser. And then I love this up here. I often organize with these at the top of the kids' closets, and I have these dry erase labels. And when something is like too big, for example, I just toss it right in there and just have that storage readily available. There's not too much hanging here because we just didn't need it. And then here, I love these. I have these in each of the kids' closets so that I can put their outfits for the days of the week in here. And even when I'm doing laundry, instead of having to put it in their drawer, I just put it straight in here. So this is like constantly being filled up, and they always have something to wear without needing to ask me in the mornings. And then on this side is her, I love this cute little IKEA kids Poang chair with a pillow that her grandma made her, and then her dresser right here that has most of her clothes. So that is our organized home tour. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what your favorite part is and what you might want to see from our new house. And be sure you hit subscribe if you want to hear more organizing tips later.